back to the channel, and welcome to my new office slash shared space with my daughter's room, because this is where my desk is. I've changed a few things, kind of changed my setup a bit, and I wanted to make a little thing for myself that I've been wanting to do for a while. I just haven't really gotten around to it. So I saw this video posted recently by Becki and Chris where they essentially took this metal pegboard and just attached everything to that, attached that to their wall, made everything nice and clean with the cabling and all that, and then they have all of the batteries accessible when they need them. So I borrowed very heavily from that video, and I also borrowed very heavily all of the supplies and kind of techniques and stuff that were used to make that charging station. It was a really good idea. So what I decided to do was kind of film the process a bit and show you what I did, because mine is a little bit different. I have different, batteries that need to be charged and all that. I figured I would show you my version in case some of my setup resembles closely to what you have, or maybe you get some new ideas and kind of make your own system. So without any further ado, let's check out the process.
The first thing I have here is a 16 by 16 steel pegboard, and it has these little standoffs so they don't pinch the cables when you mount it. Then I got these little mesh metal baskets from Target. I'm going to use these to rest charged batteries in, and then maybe some other items that I don't want to mount. Also this adhesive fastener, it's basically Velcro on steroids. And an assorted pack of black zip ties, can never have too many of these. A good set of scissors to cut off all the excess zip ties in the back, and the most important tool of all, some gaff tape to temporarily hold everything in place. I got this power strip from Amazon. It's got 4 USB plugs, and that way I don't take up all of the actual outlets with the charging bricks. And then you just need everything that you're going to plug into your charging station. Let's get started. So to start off the whole process, I'm really just going to spend some time kind of laying things out and deciding where I want them to go. And you'll see here that I kind of test fit some things, laid things out quite a bit, moved it around till I kind of got it how I liked. And in the end, I settled to have these 3 batteries at the top left you see here. I left a little bit of a space to the right of them, which you'll see later on. I plan on getting a 4th speed light that'll match the other 3 that I have, so I wanted to leave a little bit of blank space so that I can put that 4th battery charger here. So for now, I'm going to put gaff tape on everything just to kind of temporarily hold it in place while I secure them down using the zip ties. I am going to go ahead and unplug everything from this power strip for now. So I decided to use this kind of double-sided, really strong Velcro. That way I can take these chargers on and off if I want to move them around again, or if I want to take them with me somewhere. I decided to use the Velcro to sort of make it semi-permanent. This way I can take things off and rearrange them, or I can take them off to take the chargers with me somewhere if I decide to. This also allows me to add stuff in the future because this Velcro kind of comes off real cleanly from the back. I did decide to put Velcro on the back of this power strip as well. This will allow me to take it off and add a bigger one if I want to in the future, or even a smaller one if I decide to condense things, or just get rid of it altogether. Now that I have everything laid out pretty much how I want it, it's time to get some zip ties on. And it was at this moment that I realized the zip ties I had are too big for the baskets. So I took a late night trip to Lowe's.
A few minutes later.
Alright, we're back with these 4-inch zip ties. These ones will fit perfectly through the little holes in the mesh baskets. I did decide to put the actual connector parts on the back side of the board. This way, if I'm reaching into the basket to grab something, I don't hit my hand on it, but also I don't nick a soft cell battery on these and then cause, well, a disaster. Fast forward to getting all of the baskets mounted, cut off all the excess from the zip ties, and here's the final layout. And now it's time to manage all the cables on the back side. I did get these little rubber grommet type things that have sticky on the back side of them. They have these little channels that allow you to kind of fit the cables inside there, and they help hold them in place. You notice that I am going to zip tie the excess cables here in just a minute, and that's just to kind of keep everything from falling out the bottom or getting in the way when I'm trying to actually secure this charging station to the underside of my desk. I placed a few of these just to kind of guide the cables in the right direction. I could have probably used zip ties for this too, but I really like these little grommets with the channels, and it's just one less thing that I have to take off later if I plan to move it around or take a charger with me. I'm going to get everything plugged back in and kind of figure out how to run this really short cable for my drone batteries. I think I'm just going to mount it here and then have this little grommet in place to hold the cable when it's not in use, so that way it doesn't fall down and get in the way of my feet or become just unsightly. I did need to fit these USB-C cables kind of onto the side of this mesh basket. I zip tied them to the side as you can see here, just to kind of help hold them out of the way. Used another grommet here for the aperture light. And here's the finished product. Not the prettiest, but it works. And these little standoffs again will keep it away so the cables don't get pinched. Here's the final setup, and you can see on the top corner here, the little space I left for the extra charger. And then I moved on to mounting it. I decided to put it on the underside of my desk as opposed to on the wall. It's just nice and hidden, out of the way, and the underside of this desk is large enough that my feet will never hit this. I probably could have used a second hand getting this up and mounted, but I managed to do it myself. I just drilled the first hole, did a little pilot hole, and then got the first screw in. Once I got that first one in, I was able to get all the others in, no problem. Give it the old wiggle test to make sure it's secure. And then I just mounted all the batteries, plugged everything in, made sure it was all charging and responding as expected. That was pretty much all there was to it. Here's the final result.
So I really hope you enjoyed taking a look at kind of my process for building something that's already been done before, probably been done a ton of times, but each time somebody does something just a little bit different and you can kind of take and build off of that. If this was helpful at all to you, don't forget to like and hit that subscribe button, and hopefully be seeing you a lot more pretty soon. See you in the next one.